South Koreans have been celebrating the success of the movie Parasite, which picked up Best Picture at the Oscars, the first non-English language film to take the top prize. For some moviegoers, the result was a big surprise, if not shock. But for others, it's the natural product of a dynamic and original national film industry. Here's David Park from the Korean Cultural Centre in Sydney. Hi there, David. So Parasite didn't just pick up Best Picture, it won Best Original Screenplay, Best Director. Were you surprised by how many awards it got?
I was gobsmacked, Roz. I mean, it's very great to see, but it was just something so surprising that really took the world by storm. Best Screenplay, I mean, the Academy really prefers Tarantino, so I thought they would give it to him. But to have this film take Best Screenplay, Best Film, and Best Director, it's very rare. Something so phenomenal to see.
Yeah. Is this a natural progression, though? Is this where the South Korean film industry has been moving towards? How's it been developing, and has it been developed since it first began?
So in 1919, we had 6 Korean films released domestically. And so last year marked the 100th anniversary of Korean cinema. We were coming off the backbone of the Japanese colonization, and I think the initial films really had a strong message to drive home the national image. So we really wanted to find our national ground. And 100 years forward, I think it's just been able to cultivate so many prolific directors and creative speakers to be able to have this fine result. Yeah.
Does the government play a big role in this in terms of money and quotas?
I believe the government has a huge role in terms of this. When films were first being produced in Korea, the government would have quotas in the sense that for each international release made, there had to be 3 domestic releases released in the domestic cinemas. And this is now reflected in the domestic market and the audience. And on average, one Korean person would watch 4.7 Korean films. And this is ranked about 5th in the world in terms of how much the country receives their own film.
And
It's great.
How does Parasite compare to other South Korean films? It's a dark satire, isn't it? Is that the kind of tone of other South Korean movies?
I think Bong Joon-ho's films have kind of evolved into a genre of their own. So lovers of Parasite will definitely be able to see his trademark features. I mean, he melds horror, he melds comedy, and then there's drama, but it's so seamless and it's so knitted together beautifully. And I think that's what ultimately led to it being received so well, critically and commercially.
What are movie budgets like for South Korean movies compared to those big Hollywood blockbusters?
Parasite was $11 million, the whole budget for that.
Which is nothing.
Which, yeah, it sounds big, but in comparison to the Hollywood blockbusters, it's definitely a fraction of that. So
what's it going to mean for the local movie industry in South Korea?
We believe that the fraction of the cost of that budget definitely leads for directors to definitely have to have that creative edge. They definitely have a lot less to work with, and they compensate for that with a lot of their creative pursuits on the script, on how they bring a story to life. And
just quickly, finally, is Parasite your favourite South Korean movie?
Yes.
Of late?
Yeah, of late. It is undeniably good. And I think it was really reflected well in the Oscars last night.
Indeed. David Park, thanks.
Thank you.